Good morning, everyone. David Atkins, target individual. I'm talking about honeypots today. It's a very serious issue. A lot of us are deceived and fall for honeypot traps, and it's a very serious subject. I'm fixing to get into it. Let me give a word from God real quick. I'm coming from Proverbs 3, 3 through 7. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on a tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. And just know, if I ever stop doing videos, something bad happened to me. I'm just letting y'all know this. Okay, anyway, let me go into honeypots. Okay, honeypots are very serious. They will act like they love you. They will attract you. They'll reel you in because you're lonely and you're isolated. You feel like you need somebody. So boom, once you get sucked into it, they will manipulate you behind the scenes. They'll manipulate your families and everything behind the scenes, making you seem crazy, like you need meds. And the whole time they're causing all this, and they're part of your targeting. Now, there's ways to look for honeypots. There's ways to identify them. These honeypots will make you feel loved because you're so isolated as a target. And it'll seem like, wow, I came in their life at the right time and all that. And like I said, they conversate and they're in touch with the people who are behind your targeting, and they participate in this. And what they'll do is, they'll be talking to the people behind your targeting, telling them your fears. They'll be knotting down what sets you off and all that. So they'll know how to press buttons because the whole time they're acting like they love you. They know everything about you because you got opened up to them. So, they're recording your fears. They're recording what sets you off. They're recording what pushes your buttons. They're also participating in direct energy weapons, helping set stuff up around the house probably. And it's not always like that. And you got different kinds of handlers, you can even have friends that it wouldn't be considered a honeypot, but you can even have friends that play you close and the whole time they're reporting back. So you really got to be careful. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying go out here and ruin any chance you get at, because I got lucky, sometimes you do meet good people, but you need to really be leery. And I'm going to give you signs to look for. For instance, if you start getting people that come in your life, and you say you get a girlfriend or you get a boyfriend that come in your life, and then you say, okay, I'm going to give you an instance that happened to me back in 2015. We'd get home every day, and the trailer door would be wide open. Well, I would be panicky and be like, wow, that's weird. But my handler or honeypot, my wife, wouldn't even bother her. It's like she wasn't even worried about it. And why? Because she knew what was going on the whole time. So that's what I'm saying. So if you get in situations of fear and stuff, and you see, hey, my partner ain't even worried about this, and it's something that my partner should be worried about too, yeah, chances are it's a honeypot. And these honeypots play a very crucial role in your targeting because, like I said, they know they're going to learn everything about you while they're with you. They know what sets you off. They will know what makes you scared. And they know how to push your buttons. And, depending on what kind of programming you in, if you're in a program meant to make you kill yourself, then they can give the information on how to drive you crazy enough to kill yourself. Or, because they're reporting back to these people that's in charge of your targeting. And people might say, well, they don't need handlers. They got remote neural monitors. Sure, they do. But handlers are very more important because they're right there with you. And any setup they can do, any setup that needs to be done is easily done when you got the partner right there beside them, But yeah, this is a very important subject. I'm trying to think of some other ways I can think of to notice. Oh yeah, and if they say they love you and say you're getting hit with direct energy weapons and you're telling them about this, you're telling them you be stalked. If they call you crazy or something and they're not supportive of you and they're not caring, like I'm not saying like. I'm trying to think how to put this because I want to put it right because this is very important for us target individuals to know. So if you tell them something and they blow you off or they say, well, look, you're crazy, it's not really happening, or they're not supportive of you, they don't care, and it's obvious Because anybody who loves somebody, if somebody tells them something like that, whether they believe it or not, they're going to try to believe and understand. So chances are you have a honeypot, they're calling you crazy for saying, oh, I'm getting hit with direct energy weapons, and the visibility's right there, or saying, oh, look at these people stalking me, or if they're not noticing this stuff or even trying to notice, even because some people don't understand this stuff, but if they're not even trying to notice or laughing it off or not even supporting you in any way when this is going on, it's a honeypot. And it's important to get honeypots out of your life because these honeypots are playing a big part in your targeting, and you're better off alone than having a honeypot. Serious stuff. Honeypots can poison you. They can set up stuff in the house to hit you with direct energy weapons easier, make it easier. They can set up cameras and audio in your house without you knowing it because you're trusting them with all your heart. You think you're in love with them, and you probably do love them. But at the same time, they're playing a big part in your targeting. And, they will go behind your back and be telling your family, oh, man, I'm trying to look out. I love this person. I love you. I love your son or your daughter. But, man, they're just crazy. They're hearing stuff that's not there. And I'm a witness that it's not really going on. And they'll have them thinking you're crazy. And they do this with your friends and everything behind your back. The whole time they're playing like they're loving you and they're caring for you and they're gaslighting you the whole time. For example, being with somebody and then texting their mom, say I'm with a girl and the girl's a honeypot, and she's texting my family, I love him so much, he's just having so much trouble. He says he's getting hit with direct energy weapons. I try to tell him it's not happening, and then he's freaking out thinking people are after him. There's nobody after him, nobody's following him, when the whole time they know it's true because they're seeing all this happen. That's honeypots. They're very dangerous individuals. They need to be smoted out and gotten rid of. I don't care how lonely you are and how much you need somebody. You do not need a honeypot at all. And I really think, if you figure out you have a honeypot, I know you might be in love with them and it might be hard to get rid of them. But if they're a honeypot and they're not caring what's going on with you and don't support you and they're just gaslighting you, saying you're crazy, or, you need to check your partner's phone. Make sure they're not texting your family behind your back. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. These people are communicating with friends and family, acting like they're the ones that loving for you and caring for you, and they love you so much, but they don't know what to do with you because you're just so crazy and you're so out of it, and none of this stuff's real, and they're having such a hard time dealing with you. That is a perfect example of a honeypot, folks. So if you have that, notice signs. I'm not saying freak out. And you got to make sure it is one, but signs are easy. So remember, if something happens, like the door's left open, something comes up missing in the house, or you're telling them about something and they're not concerned about it, that's a perfect sign of a honeypot. If they gaslight you, perfect sign of a honeypot. If they're just manipulative behind your back, gaslight, it's honeypot. They should be concerned. A loving partner of a targeted individual should be like, oh, you're getting hit, let's take pictures, or is there anything I can do for you? Can I get you a cold rag for your direct energy weapons? Or it's okay if they're stalking you. Let's just be calm about the situation. Let's record this, or I got your back if something happens and these stalkers do something to you. They should be supportive of you and let you know, hey, I got your back. I'm with this. I'm in here. I'm in this with you. So anyway, that's my video on a honeypot. Somebody asked me to do a video on a honeypot a couple weeks ago. Matter of fact, about a week ago, and I said I'd do it in a couple of days, and this is it. And I will have another video on the thyroid tomorrow because I'm still doing research on it. And like I said, they're really turning up my targeting. So if anything happens to me, then it's something bad. So, but anyway, I love y'all. God bless y'all. I hope y'all having a great weekend, the best you can. They hit me with something yesterday. It caused a massive shock to this side of my head, and it seized my brain, and my brain got real tight, and it lasted for about an hour, and my brain was real tight. I got really, really confused, and I didn't know what it was. I know it's a direct energy weapon hit. Never had that kind of hit before. But anyway, God bless y'all again, and I hope y'all have a great weekend.